All right, this is my behavioral nutrition project for P327, and let's go ahead and get started. Some of the research I got from some of our articles is research shows that how family meals in the home affect the nutrition and weight of children, like younger children, because they typically eat at home with what their parents eat, and they like the family environment. That's what they really we're stressing. It also states that families that eat more meals together, like at a family table or go out to eat, not really go out to eat, but just include each other in family meals, also have more healthy options of food they eat at home. So they don't just go out here and get fast food and just eat, like they actually spend time together and eat better stuff. I also found that when children have more support from parents about eating healthy, they tend to eat healthier themselves when they're out alone or on their own. And the family and home environment plays an important role in adolescents' nutrition. As it has been estimated that adolescents consume about 60% of their daily energy and food source at home. So that means they don't really eat anywhere else except for at home. So if they have healthier stuff at home, they're going to eat healthier things and be healthier. And if there's junk food and stuff at home, they're not going to be eating good stuff that's good for them. If a parent only buys snacks, sugary foods, or soda for the child to eat and drink, they will become accustomed to this type of diet unless they're taught outside the home environment. This is a good point because it's not just their parents that should be teaching them. It should be teachers, mentors, people they look up to, teaching them good eating habits. So that they actually understand why it's not good to eat those type of things. Children learn most of their habits from their role models. This is especially true if the only eating behaviors the child has ever known. So like whoever they look up to, really. I mean, some children-parent relationships isn't so good, so they have a better relationship with their grandma. So whatever their grandma and whoever's teaching them, they're going to follow them, because they don't know. They think that's how it's supposed to go, so that's what they're going to do. And many families are unaware of the importance of actually eating together as a family, like sitting down at a table, no phones, no nothing, and just having a nice dinner together. That's really important, and more important than some people would think. It is important for professionals such as teachers and healthcare workers to educate parents on how crucial it is to introduce support, provide a healthy nutrition at home. So, I mean, some parents might not know, so it's important for the parents to be educated as well for the in-home environment, because that's, like I said before, 60% of a child or adolescent's food intake is at home. This way, children can develop healthy, strong eating habits so that they can carry on into adult life. It starts when they're young. I mean, if you get bad habits, it's hard to get out of bad habits when you're older. So it's best to start them on the good habits when they're younger. I know you can't see that, but goodness. When healthy habits are made during childhood, it will most likely be a result of positive outcomes for health in the future. It's kind of repeating itself a little bit, but they have good childhood habits, healthy eating habits. They're going to continue to carry on when they're not got their parents there or they're on their own. As stated before, parents make a huge influence on the health of their children, but education must be given to the parents to ensure a positive outcome, because some parents might think they're doing right and that they're eating good, but in reality they're not. They're really just kind of wasting their time. So they need to be educated as well on the process of eating right. Nutritional education for parents and children is so crucial because they may not know different than how they've always obtained their diet. I mean, some parents might be skinny and they eat terrible, but then they try to do the same thing for their kid, and it's not working out for their kid, not at all. And so, like I said, it's important for the parents to understand nutrition, behavioral nutrition, so that they can teach their children good behavioral nutrition. And last part is people may be unaware of how their health is affected by what they consume, or they may not even know where to begin in prepping a meal at home. This is true because, I mean, drinking a lot of soda and sugary stuff, it's just not good for your body. Yes, it's not good for the calorie count and the fat on your hips, but it's just not good for your body. Your body can't handle all that sugar and stuff. Mothers play a crucial role in behavioral nutrition of the child because the mother is not only looked at as a role model, but they also help the child. They also help the child develop its likes and dislikes. And this is kind of crazy. It kind of blew my mind researching this. When a mother first becomes pregnant, she helps the child develop likes for food by the food she consumes. This happens due to the flavors and foods she's eating being absorbed into the amniotic fluids that an unborn child often consumes throughout the pregnancy. I thought this was mind-blowing, but it makes sense. But so the moms play a huge role in the quote-unquote picky eaters. And sometimes picky eaters, they pick the wrong thing to eat instead of the good healthy stuff. So it's up to the mom to try to have a good healthy diet when she is pregnant. And in contrast to that, when a mother or father is seen by the children eating unhealthy, well, they're like, well, if they're going to eat unhealthy, I'm going to eat unhealthy too. And they're just going to follow their eating habit because you're their role model. Obviously, you're their mom and dad. They're going to look up to you. So if all possible, parents need to be on their A game about eating right. And last couple things is that children grow into adolescence, they start to take on the characteristics they see in their peers. So instead of looking up to mom and dad, they're gonna look at people their age and they're gonna be like, oh wow, they're going this, they're going this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be there. I want to be them. They start to drive and they're away from home and away from the home. They have more access to fast food restaurants and other places where junk food is available. But this is really not good because it's so easy to stop and get fast food and stop and get some junk food. But if they've been brought up where eating healthy choices, they're going to choose those healthy choices unconsciously and not even think about it. It's going to be like second nature to them. And so it's important for parents to make an effort in providing healthy items in home so that they know and they're always used to it. Like I said, if they're used to it, they're not going to know any different and they're going to continue to like it. But I mean, that being said, we're putting a lot of pressure on the parents, but yeah, it's still a responsibility of an individual to make that conscious decision themselves to choose whether they're going to eat healthy or whether they're going to eat fast food. We're just talking about habits, but it's still ultimately up to them. There are so many factors that go into eating behaviors at home, and from the research conducted, much of the nutrient behavior in children at home is placed upon the parents' guidance, support, and what they provide the children to eat. I mean, like I said before, it's all modeled around the parents right now, but I mean, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink. It's kind of how this is. You can teach them everything you know, but there's still a chance they're not going to listen. And for the discussion part, some stuff that you really should really take away from this is It's important for the parents and caregivers to be role models and guiding their children to make healthy food choices. All right, so you want to guide your kids to make healthy food choices. Instead of stocking up on junk food, they need to stock up on fresh fruits, vegetables, and healthy carbs. Just good overall foods to eat. Parents should get guidance from educators or healthcare professionals themselves, as they can be unaware of how important it is for their children. So if the parents don't know or unsure of anything, they need to get educated. Knowledge is power. So if they don't know, they need to know so they can figure it out. And after growing up in a home where nutrition is prioritized, more than likely it will become something that's second nature, and habits can be formed for a lifetime. Like I've said this whole time, you start them young, they develop those habits for eating good. It's just going to come natural to them and not even think twice about it. Improving my area around me. I feel like to help the behavioral nutrition problem in my area, they need to make goals. Goals should be made, and these goals should be used in a format that are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So make short, easy goals that it's easy to get to. You know what's said of them. And this form of goal setting, the SMART format, is widely used method of achieving goals. This type of goal setting will help families because in the way it's formatted, they can better visualize their goals, which makes the success outcome even higher. So, it's got to be clear, to the point, so that they know what they're doing and what the goal is. It can't be confusing, like what they got to think about it. It's got to be easy so that they know when they're doing their regular daily activities, I can eat this, and not have to worry. It is essential to educate families again about health and eating habits, and can be flexible, not restricted to, and not restricted. That means you're just not eating. You can eat, it's okay to eat. You just gotta eat the right things. And I think that's the problem I have in my area. People are like, well, I just wanna eat, but that's not really good either, because it's gonna be stored as fat later on anyway. That's a whole different topic. So it's good to eat. You just gotta eat the right things. Another thing in improving my area, a large part of the problem we have in my area is portion sizes. Most people don't know the correct portion, and they overdo, and they say, I'm eating, not eating a bunch, but the portions are not, they're getting all out of whack. And so it's important to educate them on portion sizes. It can be taught to the children in school during health classes too. So it's not always all on the parents. The teachers and stuff can get involved with these kids' lives to show them the correct way to eat and how to be healthy. Families should also be taught simple recipes, and then be given recipes to use at home. Many times cooking doesn't have to be complicated. Some people think, God, cooking, I'm gonna have to do this long drawn out process. No, some of the best meals, healthy meals, are just quick little simple things that, take 30, 45 minutes to maybe an hour tops to fix, and it's good for you, and it tastes good. It's easy, and it's not complicated. You don't even have to have a recipe. And even if parents have a busy schedule, we need to work on meal prepping in our area, because they're just, I didn't have time. But some of these simple recipes you can cook and meal prep, so that when you are running late, you can tell your kids, I've got food in the fridge, just heat it up and it's good, and it's healthy for them. So that's good. And not only will it help the parents, it'll help the children. If they're hungry and the parents aren't even home, they can just warm it up and be ready to go. The last thing, and to improve my area, is maintaining goals. So when you set a goal, you maintain it. Eventually, the goals will turn out to be healthy eating habits. So they get so used to doing it that it just becomes a habit, and it's just natural for them. As families become more accustomed to their goals, they can adopt new likes, dislikes, and learn what works best for your family. It's always good to be willing to change. Okay, so you might set these goals, okay, and then no one will like it, but in reality, you can change it a little bit to fit everybody. And with anything, there's always room to review, adjust as needed, because it's not a one size fits all thing here. You're gonna have to figure it out. With this plan, the hope for families to develop healthier eating habits while at home. Recommendations: practice cooking more home cooked meals. As a family, stock in the fridge with more fruits and vegetables. Keep less junk food around so they're not tempted to eat it. Parents should praise children for healthy eating behaviors, but you shouldn't overdo it, because that's just what eating healthy is. They're supposed to eat healthy. You shouldn't have to reward them, but it's good to say, good job, I like how you're doing that. You need to set short-term goals, long-term, easy, short and long-term, typical goal setting. So you have something to achieve. You're not just, oh, I'm gonna eat this, and then you just get tired of eating it. Learn how to read and understand food labels. That's good. Cause some people look at that and this looks like a bunch of foreign language to them, but it provides good information. And parents should be role models for healthy eating, so children can learn healthy eating behaviors. Like I said before, they're gonna look up to mom and dad. And if mom and dad ain't doing it, they ain't gonna do it. And if mom and dad are doing it, they're gonna follow after them and do it. These are my references. And then here's my infographic. I don't know if you can see that. Oh gosh. Can you see that? Yeah. Alright, and that's all I have for you. Bye.